Hey guys, it's Darran at Supanova Perth 2016, with thanks to Independence Day Resurgence, which is now in cinemas. We're sitting here with Jason David Frank. How you going, mate?
Good, man. Good. Thanks for having me. I'm really excited about it. Thank you.
Now, most of you would know this man's face as one of the original Power Rangers, and he's also one of the best Power Rangers, personally.
Yeah, thank you.
You've played a Power Ranger more than anyone else.
Yep.
How does it feel to be like the god of Power Rangers?
It's funny because I work with Shatner a lot, and
Yeah.
we always joke around like the Shatner of Rangers, you know, because he's the Shatner of Star Trek. You know, he'll go somewhere and flood the lines up with people that just want the old stuff signed, which is now, you know, all the old stuff I'm signing, but all the new stuff that they're releasing now is all the Green Ranger, White Ranger, Boom comic books is all the storyline around the Green Ranger again. It feels great. I was, you know, Green Ranger, just in case you all keep track, I need to keep track myself.
Yeah, we've done a lot.
Green Ranger, the White Ranger, and then Red Z05. Then I went to Turbo Ranger, and then went back to Dino Thunder as a doctor. And 10 years ago, and then went back to, then did Forever Red. It was like 6 total seasons together, which, and the 2 feature films that we had. And, you know, and as you guys know, the new movie is coming out. They just casted Bryan Cranston as Zordon, Elizabeth Banks as Rita.
Cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. And they spent $160 million on it, and of course the whole script is a top secret until next year, March 2017.
Now, do you reckon the new movie will have the same feel as the original series? Because they're very, like, sometimes they don't quite get it.
Yeah.
And well, speaking of a different franchise, but that's how some people are thinking about the Ghostbusters coming up as well. If they don't get the original feel from the original series.
Right.
What do you reckon?
I think that, you know, we did the Power Rangers, then we sold it to Disney. I wish I was we. Saban's $5 billion rich. But I say we because I'm the brand ambassador. But, you know, sold it to Disney. And then after Disney, the ratings started going really down. I went back to Dino Thunder to pick the ratings up. It was lost. It was just lost. They sold it for, you know, $1 billion, whatever they sold it for. So when they bought the franchise back, they paid about 25-30% of what they originally paid and grew it again. And the only reason for that is Haim Saban and Brian, who runs Saban. They understand. They get the franchise. These are some. When I went back 2 years ago to the original, to the Super Mega Force, all the old guys were the camera guys, the DPs, the directors, everybody we worked with in the beginning. They've missed the legendary battle a bit on that, but I really think that you guys would be happy with what they've come up with, and Saban cares about his product, and he's in charge, even though
that's what you need, isn't it?
He's in charge, you know. Even though people might not think he's in charge, he overrides every studio. It's Haim Saban. He's like in charge of a lot of stuff, and he has a great care for it, and he's got a good sense, and I really think one way or another, nothing's gonna beat like original stuff. Yeah. You know, because it's cheesy. We're talking $160 million movie, but it's going to have a great feel to it, and you're really going to love it. With a
slight bit of cheese, hopefully.
Yeah. Well, we you can't go wrong with cheese. Every kid loves cheese. You know, it's cheese sandwiches, cheese sticks, macaroni and cheese. That's when I knew we were going to be popular, is when we were cheesy.
Yeah, exactly right. Now, you've also got your own company. Is that correct? And do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
I run several different companies. I have my biggest corporation is the Rising Sun Karate Corp, which is you know, I have thousands of students. Got karate schools. Love doing what I'm doing. I started an online training course for around the world, which is trainmejdf.com, which is not to be a black belt online at all. It's about training the brain. I trained a student online before, and long story short, he ended up taking his life, and his mom called and said that was the best thing he's ever done. He loved it, and I told the mom, I was like, I didn't know that. I mean, sometimes he looked a little bored, but that's just because he couldn't express himself. So when that happened, I said, I'm going to open this to people and train around the world. Train the brain, not necessarily the body. Supplemental tool. I have that, and then you know, I have a couple other companies that I have with the G's Then Tap, which is sponsoring fighters and stuff. And I started that out of the love of it. You know, it took a lot, cost a lot to do it, but you know, it is what it is. I'm still in the red, but I know I'm being blessed by God.
Exactly, know? And you're also in the Guinness Book of Records as well. Tell us how that all came about.
Well, it's a good thing, because you're the first person I told today. I just got an email from the Guinness World Record that I've been accepted for my next challenge, which stay tuned, but you have to submit the application.
So you just,
stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
It's skydiving related. So what I was saying is I haven't heard from Guinness in a very long time. So I was like, wow.
Got to do with fighting, skydiving and fighting?
No, not really. It has to do with being strong and falling strong and long. That sounded bad. Anyway.
So you're definitely gonna have a parachute though, right?
Possibly.
Okay.
Possibly. Yes, there's a few episodes where they didn't. The couple Jackass episodes. So I'm not on Jackass, but yeah. So I started. I just wanted to break boards and jump out of an airplane and do something fun. Honestly, the reality show with My Morphin Life that I have, it's an 8-minute show. It's the first season's here on YouTube and seconds and thirds on Con TV. That might not get the app, but it's just a day of my life. I know if we were all filming a reality show, lots of things would happen. The cameras would catch on fire. I mean, this is the stuff that happens when I do a show. They're like, "What's the story?" I'm like, "Let's just roll and see what happens," and it all happens.
Well, you do the con circuit a bit.
I do the
because I do follow you on Facebook, so. You do the con circuit. So what's it like traveling around the world and meeting all the fans? And
it's very hard, and I got to tell you, in the last 4 days, I've locked myself in a room, and I got out today, and I'm high-fiving everybody, all the volunteers. I'm so happy to see everyone. And I was like, I just felt like I just got out of jail, man. I've been locked up for 4 days in my room, and I'm out, like, good to see you. And people are like, hey, cool, yeah, it's good seeing you too. I'm like, no, it really is good to see you. So I tend to hermit crab in my room to do social media, you know. This is what I love to do. I love interviews, love talking to people, meeting people. It's just probably when I go out there, I'm different. I'm not really, when I meet people or in a room with people, I don't like saying, hey, hi, my name's Jason. You know who I am? It's like no one cares unless they ask, you know. So I tend to really be hard on myself as discipline, workout, train, social media, do the things in life that's going to get me places, but also get my message out. Which for you guys, thank you guys for interviewing, because without you guys, nobody would be where they're at today. A lot of actors are like, I'll only do one interview. I'm like, I'll do them all. I just told them, get me all the interviews, because through you, you're able to reach a broader fan base, you know. And I don't think a lot of people appreciate people that do interviews or people that dress up here. You know, there's a lot of people.
The cosplays are amazing this year, just walking around the floor.
And it entertains people, but I don't think enough people say, hey, thank you for dressing up.
And there's a good bunch of Power Rangers out there this year too.
Good ones. Better than our suits that we had. I mean, the props nowadays are really good. The props
fans
we had,
and everything, and
fans. You know what? You guys need to stop wearing the fans. Suck it up. Back in my days, we didn't have fans in a helmet. But yeah.
Well, we better leave you to it because we know you've got a panel to do. But appreciate you talking to us, Jason.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it too.
Enjoy the rest of the weekend.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it, guys.